Hello there. Today I'm going to be creating some characters for delving deeper for a campaign, solo campaign creation that I'm going to do. This is more of a test out of recording and everything, see how it goes. We're going to generate 4 or 5 characters here. As you can see, I'm going to do this in Microsoft Word. I don't know how visible this will be. Maybe I'll need to actually zoom in a little bit more so it's visible. I've created this sort of random social class generator as well for the characters, just as a point of interest. And we're going to create the characters using the method in the Delving Deeper book. I've presented the abilities in the more modern format because I'm so used to that order that I can't really get used to how the original format was, but so never mind. But anyway, we're going to generate them in the traditional method of rolling 3 6-sided dice, which, by the way, in original D&D should be done by the referee, the game master, rather than the player themselves. Very horrible start here so far, so we'll see how this turns out in the end. 13 for Dex, 10 for Con, Intelligence, 6, very bad, 7 Wisdom, and 15 Charisma. Not a very good character. Now, unlike other versions of the game, the ability scores don't have that big an impact on the rest of the game. They do have some impact, so I'm going to note down next to the ability scores how those abilities translate in game. So the character opens doors on a 6 out of what we say is 1 in 6. Their movement rate, depending on how much they can carry, is going to be 12 inches is 50 pounds. 9 inches is 75 pounds. 6 inches is 100 pounds. And 3 inches is 150 pounds. So for dexterity, a score of 13 doesn't give any modifier to initiative, but it does give a +1 bonus to missile attacks. Constitution. With 10 Constitution, it gives a 70% shock survival. Intelligence 6. 2 languages. A wisdom of 7. I don't believe that does anything. No, it's only useful for the prime requisite for cleric. And then finally, charisma. Put a dash there. Charisma determines retainers. So with a 15, that's quite good. Max retainers. Actually, put it like here. 6 max retainers. +1 loyalty, and +1 reaction. So this character is relatively good from a social point of view, but not much else. We're going to see if this is a male or a female. It's male, so I'm going to generate a new name. I've got a list of sort of Sumerian and Akkadian style names. So now we need to generate choose a class here. Now I'm going to start off in a very old school method, in that there are only fighters, clerics, magic users, elves and dwarves, but I quite like a human-centric game, so fighters, magic users and clerics are all there are here. Now, none of these are good for... Well, I guess we'll go for fighter here, which is the sort of least bad option. Male fighter. So, hit dice for a male fighter at level 1 is 1 plus 2. Saves. Now I've actually got my own individual saves table here, which combines all of the saves into an average. Only one result. But with only 5 strength, maybe this is actually the worst option. I mean, all prime requisites are pretty terrible here for this character, because intelligence for magic user and wisdom for clerics. I will be tempted to put thieves in, but for now we're seeing a minus 20%. And this is going to be a ranged character, I imagine. Finally, we will just need to determine hit points, which I believe are done with a d6. We roll a d6 and add 2 to the result. We've got a 2. So that's all the stats there, basically. The character then also gets 3d6 times 10 gold pieces to spend. And now I'm going to determine the social class of the character as well. 51, lower class. Which should be the general average class, not to be confused with character class. So there we go, we've got our first character there. I'm going to worry about buying equipment and stuff later on. And let's start generating our next character. I'll roll for the gender first. It's another male. Generate another name here. It's Zikarsin. I need to work out how I'm going to actually pronounce this one. Bakwanum. Might be a bit tricky. Right, so roll stats again. Right, a bit of a better strength score here, luckily. Oh, wow. I've rolled an 18 for dexterity. Looks like we're getting a bit of a superhero here. 12 con. That's a very good roll so far. 7 intelligence, never mind. 5 wisdom. And 7 charisma. So this one is definitely going to be a fighter. Let's just determine what class. 11. Ah, slave. Well. May well be the slave of one of the other characters. So with 14 strength, that's a 2 in 6 chance. 12 inches at 75 pounds. 100 pounds for 9 inches. 150 pounds. And 225. Now dexterity here. 18 dexterity. Not only do we get the +1 to missile attacks, but we also get a +1 initiative as well. Constitution 12 gives us a 90% shock survival. 7 intelligence again is 2 languages. 5 wisdom has no effect, and 7 charisma gives us 3 maximum retainers and no bonuses. So there we go. We'll roll for hit points again. Got a 3. That gives us 5 hit points. Prime requisite for 14 gives us a +5% bonus. And gold. It's also 130. Now, I mean, presumably we should actually modify the amount of gold that the characters have depending on their class. Maybe something like that. I think maybe we won't change what we've already got here. We'll bear that in mind for our next one. Okay. Next character. Be nice to get a cleric or a wizard going on here. It's a very unpronounceable name going on. And social class this time is 8. That's another slave. Oh dear. Right. So 8 strength. 9 dex. 9 constitution. 12 intelligence. Wonder whether this is going to be our wizard. Oh no, we've got good wisdom here as well. And 11 charisma. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a wizard or a cleric. I'm going to roll the next character just to see. And then choose between them. Some good rolls for this one as well, actually. 15 intelligence, so maybe that's going to be our wizard. Very nice stats here, actually. Yep, so this one will be the cleric, and this one will be the magic user. Now I want one of these to be female, so we'll roll to determine which one. Highest on the... Oh. Okay, so the magic user is a female. 95. Well, okay, let's say that this is a priest class. 68 is lower class. Right, so let's generate a female name then. Isthar. Oh, how do we pronounce this one? Drossa. Hodrossa. Bukodrossa. Nabuchodrossa. Nabuchodrossa. Pretty difficult to say. Okay, so strength 8 gives us same stats as we got there. Dexterity of 9 gives us nothing. Constitution of 9 gives us a 60% shock survival. Intelligence of 12 gives us 4 languages. Wisdom of 16 still gives us nothing, but it's good for the prime requisite. And 11 charisma gives us 4 maximum retainers. Now then, cleric has 1 hit dice, and we roll 1. Very terrible. And a cleric actually saves on a 13 in my rules. So, wisdom 16. It's going to give us plus 10% experience, and priest class we're saying is going to be 4d6 times 10. So 180 gold pieces. Right, now then, we'll start off with the prime requisite here, 15, so that's 5% for this magic user. Strength 14 gives us the same values there. Dexterity 13 doesn't give us any initiative bonus, but we do get a +1 to missile attacks. Constitution 14, a 100% shock survival. Intelligence 15, 7 languages. Goodness me, I need to come up with 7 languages, that means. And charisma 12 for 4 retainers. With lower class, we're doing only 2d6 times 10. It's 50 gold pieces. And hit dice for a magic user, I believe, is 1. Probably 1 minus something. No, just 1. That's 3 hit points. Nobody's particularly good on hit points, so I think we'll do just 1 more character. Tempted to do an elf or a dwarf or something. Alright, let's see, male or female? Female. Let's have an elf. Lower class again. Another unpronounceable name. Let's roll for the stats then. I mean, having an elf is actually going to introduce one of the weird rules where you're able to switch between the fighter and the magic user class between adventures, which is very bizarre. Very poor stats here. Might have to re-roll this. Okay, well. I think I'm going to roll once more. Which is a bit cheaty, I suppose, but I'd prefer the elf to be a little bit more special in some regard. Yeah, there's a 3. I might have to re-roll again. I think what we'll do is we'll abandon the character because I don't feel like cheating especially. So we've got 4. Maybe we'll introduce another character later on. So that's the characters rolled up, and then I'm going to spend some time sort of coming up with the first adventure and all that sort of thing. But this is more of a test to see how it all sounds and how it looks. So thanks for watching.